Okay, so we're going to present how would the ideal school of the future look like. First of all, who is the school for? So basically the school is for students from 9th to 11th grade. It will be a public school, so it will be for low income families, and it will be located in Bogota, Colombia.
The architecture and design of our school is based on Montessori's ideals of education. So, in first place, it will have an eco-friendly infrastructure that permits combining indoor and outdoor environments by vertical garden, walls, and murals. This in order for the student to learn to function in all kinds of scenarios. Another relevant point is the design of classroom and learning spaces. This will be interactive to develop social skills and to give students some freedom to explore. Classrooms will have chairs that allow movement around the room and shared tables with classmates and teachers. Such spaces should also promote the proper use of technological tools that will be within the reach of students at all times, whether on walls, tables, or hallways, with the aim to prepare them for the new world. Furthermore, such technology must be designed to allow self-knowledge and free development of the student while he is learning. All this taking into account Montessori's idea of seeking to maximize the student's freedom so that he develops according to his natural capacities and characteristics, but also train them to face the challenges of the future.
Number 3, materials and curriculum. Taking into account the main thoughts and ideas of philosophers about the ideal educational model, many such as Freire or Kant, agree that the materials used in the process are fundamental. The materials must be tools or didactic means that generate an active learning space. Materials or contents must not be limited by values, ideals, or cultures of the institution. We took into account all these irregularities to create our curriculum and schools materials. Curriculum. Our curriculum is based on three main guidelines, some extracted from philosophical contributions and analogies such as phrase. Good relationship between the teacher and student. Don't know impose ideas or force knowledge on students. A curriculum based on promoting the critical side of the students, avoiding only transferring knowledge, but seeking cognitive transfer. Current curriculum versus restricted curriculum. In this part, we will make a comparison between current curriculum and unrestricted one, which is the result of the analysis of all the problems that the current one has and the implementation of ideas or philosophical contribution. In the curriculum, promote a conference space.
Now I'm going to talk about teaching and learning and how the students should learn. For this, we propose educational philosophies different from the traditional ones. One of them is the Dewey method, where his philosophies are based on developing the ability to think connected with experience. For example, he proposed to learn through the scientific method. In this way, the students will be interested in their learning and will understand better the topics that are seen in the school. He also states that knowledge cannot be imposed because students are not going to learn adequately, and that imposition makes the student lose the possibility of understanding the processes that allow the construction of knowledge. That is why learning strategies will be proposed based on the practices of the themes seen in the school. The student will learn through experience and the environment. On the other hand, the educational philosophies of Maria Montessori will be taken. Her basic principle of education is based on freedom and the importance of interacting with the environment. With her methodology, students will be committed to their own education, and in the same way, they will learn through the experience. For this, the different suitable space will allow to apply these learning techniques, which are different from traditional forms of education. The students will learn through experience when making mistakes, and they will be able to correctly understand the topics in. The teacher will be also a companion in learning and not an authority figure, which causes disinterest in students.
Now, evaluation and assessment will be discussed. First of all, this school won't have strict exams because they do not resemble in any way real life conditions and therefore they are not the way students should be assessed. Instead, evaluation will have two branches. The first one based on Montessori method, where students will be evaluated on group projects, and the second one based on Salman Khan's method, where students will be evaluated on solving exercises online. So branch 1. Students will be evaluated on their interaction with the environment and on their interaction with peers. And what does that mean? Well, students will be evaluated on models or computer programs they build, or on fieldwork and lab reports, for example. All of these done in groups. Branch 2. Students will be evaluated upon their performance on online activities. Anyhow, they will be allowed to repeat exercises as much as they need until they achieve mastery. Therefore, they will be evaluated according to their own learning pace. And what will be achieved with this method? Well, in comparison to traditional evaluation method, where students become competent in solving exams quickly, where individualism is enhanced, and where class moves on even if the student has not understood the topic, the new evaluation method makes students that are competent in real life needed skills, make students that have social skills, and most important of all, even though students learn at their own pace, they are expected to achieve mastery in class topics. Now, as a way of conclusion, here are the main governance policies of school. So school should enhance students to take care of nature. Class materials should be free of any belief or culture. Objects in classrooms should have a specific goal in learning process. Teachers educate but also learn from students. Students learn but also educate teachers. Curriculum should be constantly adapted. Learning should happen from experience. Teachers should pursue students' motivation above anything. Flipped classroom is a learning methodology. There will be no strict exams. Evaluation should be made from group projects and online activities. Students will learn at their own pace, but mastery will be required.